Hello guys. Yeah, good morning. It's morning. God, I have good news for you guys. Good news. When I say good news, I mean good news. Okay. I don't want to hold you guys for too long, so this is the story of how I got my divorce. So um since 2028, no 2020, I've been trying to file for divorce. FNL Trust is trying not to sign the divorce. So I gave it to the lawyer in New Jersey, and I paid the lawyer $2,500. And then the lawyer said, he filed the divorce. Mind you, I don't have the address for him, so we had to find him. So I was trying to get his address. He didn't want to give me the address, and then finally I went to New Jersey. I was able to get him to sign the paper. Then I gave it to the lawyer, and then the lawyer have it for like since 2020. That's during COVID time. 2020 to 2021, the lawyer have it. So every time I call the lawyer will say he's working on the divorce, and then the lawyer never finished the divorce. So that's when I got tired. I will call the lawyer will be like, I'm working on it. What's the this? What's that? It was keep on asking me different information every day, you know. Every time I come, he will give me an excuse. He said, oh, the judge are busy right now. During COVID, work from home time, when I was working from home. He was like, oh, I already filed it, and I asked him for the copy of it. He said, well, I'll give you the copy of it. He sent me a copy of somebody else's stuff, I'm like, what is this? And then he said, oh, sorry, I made a mistake. And then when I tell him to give you the copy that's Fennell Shah signed, my ex-husband, he said, oh, you can't give me the copy because that copy belongs to him. Mind you, I paid him. So then I'm like, so that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense, because if I pay you, he's supposed to be able to give me a copy of whatever you file. And then he said he's working on it. So I got tired of him after back and forth. So after 2 years later, he told me he lost the copy that Fennell Charles signed. And then I asked Fennell Charles to give it to me. Fennell Charles was like, no, go ask your lawyer. So we're going back and forth like that. I didn't get the copy that Fennell Charles signed. Come to find out, this lawyer never even find the case to court. When I called the court said, oh, maybe it's in the mail, maybe they will receive it, or maybe they receive it, they didn't put it in yet. And then I was waiting till 2023. Everything's still not done. And then, I want to move on with my life. I don't want to be stuck getting married to this, Fennell Charles of a thing. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I went back to New Jersey again. I'm like, so can we do this, or you give me my money back? He was like, no, I'm going to file it. Don't worry. This year you're going to have your divorce. That's 2023. Mind you, we started doing divorce in 2020, 21, 22, 23. That's 3 years. So after I went to New Jersey, when my friend passed away, I was able to still meet the lawyer, and I signed another paper from him, because I was doing the email. He will mail it to me, or he will email it to me. I will print it out, and I will send it to him. And after that, he still was playing back and forth, up and down, playing me around. I'm like, you know what? Give my money. He was like, no, I'm doing the work for you. I said, well, I don't want my divorce to done by you anymore. Just return my money back. And then he said, oh, I can't give you your money. I said, well, I'm going to call the police for you, or I'm going to sue you because you're a lawyer. Don't think because you're a lawyer that I can't sue you. I have proof that I gave you the money from my account, I gave you Zelle and I gave you check. So you surely have proof that you cash the money. Who is that? Okay. I'm going to tell him to give my money back. And then when I asked for my money back, he said, oh, how am I going to be able to give you your money back? I'm like, you're going to give my money back because I can't wait anymore, because you've been working on this for the past 3 years and you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So I sent him a message, and then he was like, okay, I'm going to return your money back. I gave him 2,500. He said, I can only give you 1,000 back because I work on some of your kids. How did you work on some of my kids, but you didn't never finish my kids? But then he said he's not gonna give my money back, so he was able to give me 1,500 back. So I'm like, okay. Then I went to legal service where I live, legal aid. That's what the people, the student, legal aid is called the student that's going to school for a lawyer that can help you. So I went there. They told me, oh, they can help me to fight this divorce for free. I said, how are you guys gonna be able to help me? Well, you got to bring your pay stub. They have to see if you qualify. I gave them everything. They told me that they have a waiting list. Their waiting list is closed. You can fill out their paper, but their waiting list is closed. Mind you, I want a divorce. Like, I want a divorce now. I'm tired. I want to move on with my life. And then, so I said, okay, I did that, and I gave it to them on a waiting list. I waited 2023 to 2024. After a year, I called them still on a waiting list. I'm like, okay. I started looking for people. I started asking people around, my neighbors, and I don't really have friends around here. I went to the library to ask people, to ask them, okay, where can I get a lawyer? You know, because I want to fight for my divorce. And the lady was like, oh, I know a lawyer. I'll give you this number. The lady in the library. So she gave me the number, and I called the man. The man was like, okay, this is the money. First of all, he told me he was a lawyer. He have his office. We filed the paper and everything. I gave him 1,500. No, 2,500. I gave it to him, and he said, we filed the paper and everything. He was supposed to mail it out. I gave him all the proof. I have custody of the kids. I already started this from New Jersey. You know, I filed custody paper in New Jersey before I left. I was giving custody of the kids. So now I give him everything that I have. He filed the paper, and then he said to come back to finish it up. He have to do his own part. I have to fill out my own part. So when I did my own part, I gave him everything I'm supposed to give him, and then he came. When I went back, he told me that I'm not a lawyer. I'm a lawyer, but I kind of got into trouble not too long ago, and then I don't have my office. I'm like, so what are we gonna do? He said, I'm going to file this paper for you, but I cannot go to court with you. I'm like, oh my God, I hope this is not another lawyer that's gonna take my money and not do this job. So I'm like, what am I gonna do now? I cannot find a lawyer here. Every lawyer, do you know how much a divorce costs? They say $4,000, $5,000, $7,000. That's how much a divorce costs. I'm like, that kind of money. I don't have anything. We just have a case together. We don't have any property or anything. I don't want all our money. He can't even pay child support. So why should I ask for all our money from him? I don't want shit from him. All I want from this man to divorce, that's it. Go your way and I go my way. So I move on with my life. So you can leave me alone because I went through a lot. It's enough. It's time for me to go. So now, yeah, he did everything. We put it in. I pay him. He was like, okay, I'm going to return some of your money for you because I'm not going to be able to represent you in court, but I'm able to do paperwork. As of right now, I'm like, okay. So he returned $1,000. So now it was 1,500. So we have been working on it. So mind you, we need him to sign the paper again because this is another lawyer. That lawyer never ever gave me the paper that he said financial signed before. I think financial never signed. Or if his financial, either financial never signed or he was the one that was lying. I don't know. So now we have to do all this signing paper again. So I gave it to I mailed it to his, I called his brother, can you please help me? I really need help. The brother was like, okay, what do you need help with? And I sent it to his address, and the brother was like, okay, I'm gonna get him to sign it. So he went there. Financial actually signed it this time. He went there and signed it. So when Financial finished signing the paper, the brother was supposed to sign as a witness, but the brother didn't want to sign as a witness. And I called him. I said, please help me. He was like, okay, I will do it. So we got it signed. However way, I asked the sister too, and then she said she was gonna help me, but I don't know what was going on. That was a whole shit show that I don't like to talk about other people and put the family in my business. So that was a whole nother level. So either way, I was able to give it to him. He signed it. We got it signed. So and then I filed it to the court. Give it to the court. The court was like, this is missing. Give it back to the lawyer. We do it again. We send it back to the court. They said, oh, the other copy is missing. We was able to correct it. Right? After all the correction we have made, now the lawyer, the court called me. Like, Joseph, I called the court. I'm like, what's going on? We filed this like 2-3 months ago. They were like, oh, they have a lot of paperwork. And then they have a lot of paperwork. They will get to me when they get to me. I'm like, okay, so when are you guys going to get to me? She was like, soon. If everything goes well, soon we'll get to you. So then I received a letter saying that, okay, they're going to waive 10 days period of me supposed to wait because I already have a custody of the case. We don't have house. We don't have anything. So I have custody of the case already. So with that being said, I already have a case going on because I have a restraining order against him, and I have it's a DV case. So with that being said, he's gonna waive the 10 days waiting period. He's gonna go ahead and sign this paper right now, and then I'm gonna be divorced. I'm like, for real? Me divorced? Girl? Hey, wahala, wahala. So yeah, here we are. That was 2 weeks ago. So here we are right now. I am so divorced. When I say I'm divorced, I'm divorced. I am so divorced right now. You guys will never ever believe it that the days have come. Divorce. Divorce. I can show you information, but you know, well, you don't know my name, Josephine Oyeme, but this is the divorce paper, you know. I'm divorced. So yesterday they called me, they told me to pick it up. This is copy that we filed. This is Fennell Child's copy. And this is my copy. So guys, I'm divorced. So that's all I have to tell you guys this morning. I have more to come now that I'm divorced, and I can really talk about a lot of stuff that I didn't want to talk about before my divorce. So now, yeah, I can start spilling this tea soon. So you guys might want to stay tuned and stay tuned and subscribe. And yeah, we're gonna be doing story time, a lot of story time. So divorce is over, guys. Congratulations to me, you know. And then my book, I was trying to not have my book come out before my divorce, you know. I didn't know what the family reaction was gonna be or his reaction was gonna be, but then I couldn't wait anymore because I keep putting it on hold and putting it on hold. Anyway, so my book is out, Domestic Violence Survivor, Silent No More by Josephine Oyeme. So if you would like to purchase my book, you can go to Amazon Fire to get a copy of it. If you want to read it on Kindle Fire, you can go ahead, guys. So that is my case. Domestic violence abuse is very horrible. You don't want to get killed. You can get away. If I can do it, you too can do it. And then I left with 5 kids. I moved to the middle of nowhere, and now here I am, divorced, living my best life. And yeah, this chapter have closed. I'm moving to the next chapter of my life. So I would like to invite you to my divorce party on Saturday. No, not this Saturday coming up. Not this Saturday, the other follow the Saturday coming on. So I'm having a divorce party. So you guys are invited. So you can come to my divorce party. Make sure you wear pink and blue, okay? There's going to be food. There's going to be drinks. It might not be a lot of people. It might just be me and my kids because I really don't have friends. Some people that I talk to, I just don't want them in my divorce party, you know. So, you know, so yeah, divorce party is in 2 weeks from now. Not this week, the following week. It's going to be my divorce party. So, guys, you might want to come and, you know, and dance your butt off because I'm going to have wine. I'm going to have cake. I'm going to have everything. Everything. Oh, my God. Bye, guys. Divorce, divorce. Josephine is divorced.